Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Deep Space Carrier series here in Elite Dangerous. As you can see, we have a set of 4 stars in front of us because we ended off our last episode having discovered these. I did post a screenshot over on my Discord, but this is a screenshot here, so this is what you would see. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to help us reach 10,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. The number doesn't go up unless you actually press the button. Hit the like button to spread the video out to more people, and then check out the other 1,600 plus videos we have organized in a nice, neat little playlist. You'll find something that you're interested in because I play a bunch of different games. We are currently doing exobiology-related activities, circling our carrier, which is on its way to Colonia. We do a weekly carrier live stream where we a weekly carrier reposition live stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Where we do 3 jumps and move the carrier that much closer to Colonia. But in between all of that, we do a bunch of searching around trying to find exobiology and cool stuff like that. But yeah, in the last episode, we ended up looking at this, and yeah, super cool. But we need to hop out of this now and get back to getting some work done, because I got totally mesmerized by these, and it happened right when I was about ready to end the episode anyway, so that was convenient. Let's go ahead and get ourselves down over here. This is one of the videos that I'm preparing as I get ready to go into my weekend, and those videos all tend to be shorter. And then I'm also on a even shorter timeline, because as I explained in the last video, because I'm recording both of these videos on the same day, I had a project that I was working on. You can go back to the previous yesterday's video to go find out what that was. But it took up most of my day today, and I'm kind of out of time. So I have to I want to get these 2 Elite Dangerous videos out, and I've already kind of decided I'm not going to bother doing the other videos that I typically do on a daily basis, just because I'm tired and it's already late in the day, and I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to do it. I want to make sure I get these videos done because they are kind of my primary thing that I do on this channel. You know, for now, we'll see. That's a geological, right? Yeah. For now, I'm really hoping that I can get a couple of other series up on the same par as what this has been doing, but it's kind of hard because I'm not super consistent with any of the other games. I think this one does as well as it does, mostly because I've spent a long time consistently playing this every day, so the algorithm really likes it when you're consistent with things, which honestly I think is kind of a crappy way to do it. You shouldn't have to be a slave to a schedule to get your videos out. They really need to come up with a better way to make that work. But yeah. They need to come up with a better way to make it work for those of us who aren't able to create videos that immediately get millions of views, is what I'm trying to say. All right, I think that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next system. But yeah, we found ourselves a nice pair of binary pairs. So that was kind of cool. This is the first time I've ever come across that, so I was pretty excited to find it. It was very nice to be able to do that. At some point, we're going to really be starting to look for tritium, because once we get out into the black, we're not going to be able to just go and buy some at a station. We kind of have a safety net right now just going to Colonia because, you know, there's a trail of stations going from the bubble out to Colonia, and if we run into any problems and I'm not able to find what I need, we can just hop over. I can take my cutter over to a station and just, you know, purchase some. But I'm kind of trying to I want to use up the tritium that I have so that we can kind of start getting into the habit of just, hey, we need to mine our tritium. That's what we got to do. And then by the time we're out in deep space, it's not an issue anymore because I know what I'm doing, and it's second nature and old hat by then. So it doesn't look like there's going to be anything here. It's all icy bodies with maybe 1 rocky body. So we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next system. So yeah, again, this is going to be a short video. I guess it kind of sucks because the way I end up doing it is that 4 out of the 7 videos that I do throughout the week end up being shorter videos because I have to record 2 episodes in a day so I can have a day off, so I can have a couple of days off from recording. But I still want to have a daily upload schedule for them, so... And the thing about that is that it's only the videos that consistently get a decent number of views. So, like my Elite Dangerous videos typically get over 100 views within a couple of days, and you know, to me, at this stage of my channel's development, that's pretty. That makes it worth putting a little bit of extra effort into because, you know, you got to get the views. But for the other couple of videos that I do, I think my trucking videos are only getting like 30 views, and that's about where they're capping out. And I'm playing Portal Revolution. That one's because that's a limited series. That's not going to be one that's ever going to grow into something big. The only way you can, I'm thinking that the only way you can get individual games like that, where you have like a limited run and you just play the game through, the only way you're going to be able to get lots and lots of views out of that is if you're the kind of channel that already gets lots and lots of views, and people just come because they want to watch you play it. Or if you're just playing something that, you know, I think a lot of it is just, you know, if you already have a fair bit of clout, then you're automatically going to get a certain amount of attention, and I don't have that yet. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to get up there. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was just thinking it kind of sucks that you know, over half of my videos, I guess, end up being somewhat shorter because, you know, trying to record double what you normally record is just a lot. It's a lot. What do we got here? So we got some icy bodies. There are some high metal content planets here. It would be nice if we could find some first footfall stratum tectonicus. I think that would be pretty sweet. So unfortunately, I don't think that this is going to let us... Okay, so all right, here we go. All right, high metal content. I'm not really interested in the icy bodies. Hold on, I need to get my... I don't think the Elite Observatory is going to tell me anything more than what I just found here. The problem is that so high metal content, for those of you who don't know, has a very high likelihood of giving you stratum tectonicus, which is the most valuable of the biological scans that you can do, especially if you can get first footfall. That is a 90 million credit one cell thing. I mean, it's 90 million credits for one set of scans. So the odds, though, of a single biology on a high metal content planet ending up being that rather than just being the very typical bacteria is very small and not... But, I mean, in the time that I've spent talking about why I don't want to go do it, oh, boo. Does this tell me... It does not. I gotta go back into here to find that one that had the biology in it. Well, obviously it has an atmosphere. Duh. Okay. Oh, but it's too far away. So, never mind. If this ship, I forgot to give this ship the Super Cruise overdrive, and 14,000 light seconds is going to take way too long in this ship to get over there. So, unfortunately, that just made the calculus for that way easy. I'm not going. 14,000 light seconds in a ship without Super Cruise overdrive is just... 10,000 light seconds used to be my limit, and now that we have Super Cruise overdrive, I'm like, I'm not doing more than like... I'm not... Especially in a ship like this, I'm not doing more than like 3,000 or 4,000, I think, at this point. It's just... It's not worth the time it's going to take me to fly over there. Like, I would pause it for you guys, but especially because I just mentioned that I'm kind of in a time crunch today because I'm just really late on I'm really late on my normal activities due to projects and things I've been working on. I just... No, we're not doing that. It needs to be much, much closer. So, that answered my question for me. Sometimes you get lucky, and that's just the way it goes. I'm not sure why my pips were all over the place. All right, so this has a fair number of bodies in it, and it has some decent number of high metal content planets from what it looks like. So we're going to continue swinging the camera around the system. Although I am trying to turn over a new leaf and not complain about things so much, I am still going to mention the fact that I detest the full spectrum system scanner minigame that they've come up with, and really wish that they would come up with a more streamlined way of doing this. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. Get over here. Oh, okay. I have suggested several, like, I don't just complain about things, I offer solutions. It's like I don't like people that just complain. It's fine if you're going to complain if you offer a potential way of fixing the problem. Okay, well, should I even bother with that? I don't know. A rocky body with just 2 on it isn't really going to have anything cool. It's going to have some bacteria and then some kind... It might have, like, the other kind of stratum. All right, so we have another high metal content planet somewhere, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find it. Yeah. So, I know, but realistically, the odds are that the rocky body with two if it was a high metal content planet with two biological sources, that's almost certainly. Am I too close to the star? Anyways, a high metal content body with two biological sources has a statistically, at least as far as my anecdotal experience, has a statistically very high likelihood of having a stratum tectonicus on it. The vast majority of high metal content planets that I've landed on that had just two biological sources, one of them was stratum tectonicus, and most of them were first footfalls. So when I see that happen, when I see a high metal content planet and it has two biological sources, I get a little bit excited because that's a lot of money in the bank. Easy money. It's a lot of easy money in the bank. Rocky bodies, not so much. The reality of that... why am I stopping? The reality of that is that it's probably bacteria and then maybe some tussock or some... or the other kind of stratum, which isn't worth nearly as much. So, I don't feel like going. For rocky bodies, I generally want to see maybe four plus biological signatures. That makes it worth it for me. That's my metric for deciding whether I'm going to go and check out and see if that actually has anything on it. All right. I spent a fair portion of my time outside cutting plywood and 1x2 boards to make a shelf for my closet. So you can. I talked a little bit more in depth about that in my other video yesterday. So if you're actually curious about that, be sure to go watch that video. I don't want to sit here and explain it again. I literally just did in my last video. Okay. Hop out of here. We got some rocky bodies and some high metal content planets. And unfortunately, it looks like we got a fair bit of icy bodies, and I don't want to waste my time scanning those. So let's go around this way. All right, cool. High metal content. We need another high metal content. Come on. Oh, is it going to be mixed in with all that? This is the part I hate about the full spectrum system scanner, is like when things are not in the plane, so now you got to go flinging your camera around hoping to stumble across it. I said I wasn't going to complain. I apologize. Let me get back to this. Okay, zoom in on that. Is there biology? No. Is there... there's geology on that one. Seems like... Alright, so that's all the rocky bodies. Nothing there. And that's all of the stuff I'm particularly interested in. So, yep. We're just going to move on to the next bot. We're going to move on to the next system then. So, yeah. I think there are some... I think there are some specific ways that certain things could be updated in this game to make it a little bit less annoying to do. You know, spending time on things is fine. Spending attention on them is a different story as far as I'm concerned, but that's my opinion. But we're continuing to just try to find cool stuff. This is my second video today, right? So we're gonna cut this one short here pretty soon as well, because it's late. It's getting late in the day for me, and I'm tired. I did a lot of work today. I did a lot of project stuff today, and I'm kind of worn out. So we'll get a few more systems. Oops. So we'll get a few more systems in. And I'm trying to press. You can see, like I'm even more out of sync than usual. Wait, hold on. Was that high metal content? Ooh. Okay. All right. It would be really nice if we could find some biology on some of these. No. No. Oh, come on. I really wish that adaptive zoom failed thing would go away faster, too. That's another thing that would be nice if they adjusted the timing on that. Nothing for that. Nothing for that. It's 24 bodies in this system, though, and it's mostly rocky bodies and high metal content, which... But see, the thing is that I've addressed many times the fact that the number of bodies does not increase the chances of finding biology. The system either has it or it doesn't. It's a 50-50. It's not a 50-50 shot, but the conditions of the system dictate whether or not it's going to have whether the chances that it has life. So either the system is conducive to stop doing that. What are you doing? Either the system is conducive to life or it's not. So if you come across a body that has like 40 plus bodies in, or if you come across a system that has 40 plus bodies in it, don't let that excite you too much, because it only benefits you if the system was, because my mouse is outside. It's only going to benefit you if the system was going to have life in it anyway. A system that wasn't going to have life in it but still has 50 bodies in it, that's just a big waste of your time. All right, so yeah, we ended up doing all of that, and this is an example of what I'm talking about. I know it was only like 20 some odd bodies, but it was a lot of bodies, and it was all the same kind of body that I wanted to find, but none of them had life in it, because this particular system obviously was not intended. It obviously did not have life in it. It wasn't going to have life in it. And no amount of scanning and looking at a bunch of different bodies, because my experience has been, if I find life, most of the time I find several planets that have life. It's very rare that I find a system that has just one single planet, one single body on it that has life. Usually, they kind of do this panspermia approach to biology in this game. So, the system either has life or it doesn't. So I generally prefer to search for... I generally prefer to, stop and scan planet bodies. I can't... All these different words that are popping around in my head. I generally prefer to stick to less than 20 bodies in a system if I'm going to do a full scan. But I've also kind of switched my methodology up to, if there's a lot of bodies in the system, I just stick to the kind of stuff I want to find, which is high metal content planets for the most part, because, if I have a shot at Stratum Tectonicus, I'm going to go for it. Stratum Tectonicus, first footfall. Money in the bank. Let's finish scanning, or finish running around. Nope. Oh, I didn't notice that the filter had fallen off with the high metal content planets. So yeah. Off we go to the next system. We'll do one or two more. Probably do like two more systems. Then we'll call it a day. 'Cause I'm tired. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to like chill out. I did a lot of work today. I did a lot of physical labor work in the last couple of days. Ripping out stuff on the bottom of the trailer, building shelving and a closet in the freaking trailer, and it's like, I'm tired. I'm ready for a break. I'm ready to chill out, veg out, watch some YouTube, or find a movie or something to watch, or something other than having to focus my attention on stuff. I'm ready to zombify myself for a while. It's only a shame that I don't have any beer right now. I don't typically keep beer, and I don't typically keep alcohol in the house because A, it's expensive and I don't have a lot of money, and B, well, that's mostly the reason. Oh, and see, the other reason is just like, because we live in the travel trailer, I don't have a lot of fridge space, so sacrificing a bunch of that for beer is just not. It's not smart. It's not smart. I like beer a lot, but I'm not like, I need it. I need beer. Alcohol has been one of those things I can take it or leave it. Which is weird because alcoholism runs in my family, and you would think that I would have been snagged by that. But I guess my addiction was video games. Whatever. Addiction always gets you one way or another. Alright, let's get a splinter? I don't know. I had a weird feeling pinching feeling in my palm, and I've been handling these very easily. These 1x2 beams that ooh, it's got 3 though. My experience has been a 2 biology planet is going to have what I'm looking for. 3 biology, even on a high metal content planet, means I'm probably going to find something else. I don't know. I said that last time, and then we ended up finding Stratum Tectonicus, so I don't know. I would like to... Alright, let's finish running around on this side here. No biology there. These are all going to be icy bodies. I hate when they do this. Okay. That's that. That's that. Alright, swing it back around there. I don't really want to do a full system scan, but there's another... Oh. Okay. One of those rare occasions where there's actually only one biological source in the system. This game does that to me, though. It's always trying to make me out to be a liar. My experience tells me one thing, I tell you that, and then it immediately decides to put something in front of our faces that contradicts what I said. But I'm saying, from my anecdotal experience over many, many episodes, most of the time, the vast, vast majority of the time, you don't come across a single biology, and the system itself is what it seems like the system itself is what determines whether there's going to be life, not the number of bodies. So, whatever. Let's get over here. We'll get it scanned. If it's not a form of stratum, then I mean we're gonna land. I need to land. I prefer to land if at all possible. Anyway, so we're definitely gonna land. We'll go scan some stuff, but you know, I would say just a vague ass guess is probably a 50-50 shot that there's gonna be some stratum on here. I've had it both ways when it comes to more than two. I've had it to where sometimes Stratum Tectonicus shows up, but just as often it ends up being like Tussock and Frutexa or something. So I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna find out here in a second. But even if it ends up being, I'm pretty sure that if it ends up being Stratum for a high metal content planet, that will be Stratum Tectonicus, not the other kind, because the other kind is found on rocky bodies. Usually, I try not to make absolute statements because there's always an exception to the rule, and then somebody's going to come along and say, no, I saw it here. Like, take everything I say with a grain of salt. When I say those things, I don't mean this is the way it is. It's generally, in my experience, this is the way it is. I gotta make sure I qualify that, because I know sometimes it sounds like I'm making absolute statements, and I'm not. All right, we just got to get close enough here to find out what's going to be on this planet. I'm not overly hopeful that we're going to find stratum here. There's a very, very good chance that it's going to end up being Tussock and Frutexa, or one of the other, like, not super valuable species. But if we see stratum, there's a good chance we just made 90 million. Nice. Okay. So I am now much more hopeful than I was a second ago that when we get down there, this is going to turn, because I'm pretty sure that it's extremely likely. I'm pretty sure that the numbers make it extremely likely that stratum on a high metal content world is going to be Stratum Tectonicus. And then we get the first footfall, which we probably will this far away from both Colonia and the bubble. And then we're going to make a crap ton of credits here in a second.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Down we go. Make sure we don't go into the red, because I don't want to have to boost all the way down to the planet. That would suck. I also, like, you'll notice I stop talking as we get closer to where the glide is going to engage, because I've had it more than once where I'm talking and I get distracted at exactly the wrong moment, and then I end up speeding into the atmosphere, and that always just sucks bad. All right, we're going to go ahead, and because this ship is so fast, I'm just going to go ahead and get the landing gear down. When I boost this thing, it's up over 600 meters per second, so this ship gets real fast, real quick, and you got to be real careful. I do believe that's Stratum Tectonicus right here. So, let's pop down here. I'm not really interested in the Tussock or the bacteria. I believe we get out on the right side of the ship here. I'm not really interested in the bacteria or the Tussock. So, this is going to be what we're going to grab from this particular planet. This is our Stratum Tectonicus, and that's what we're going to do. You guys don't... Yep, and we did get the first footfall. You guys don't care about me grabbing the other two samples. I will go ahead and do that off camera. we're going to go ahead and end this episode now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to click the like button if you did, so the YouTube algorithm knows and spreads it out to other people. Hit the subscribe button to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. And then also, you can join the channel as a member to get early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you're enjoying this journey through the stars in the Deep Space Carrier series. Be sure to come back for the next installment of our adventure, and I'll see you then.